Hello, everyone. Dermot Harnett here, the director of the EMEA business unit at dmarcian. I lead the EMEA side of the business at dmarcian. So it's a mix of working with customers, building our team here in Europe, strategy and business development, and making sure what we're doing globally actually works in the region. When I think about future-proofing an organization, I don't really see it as trying to predict the future perfectly. It's more about not boxing ourselves in so we're not stuck in 2 to 3 years' time when things change, which they always do, right? In my world, I work in email security and I've done so for about 20 years now. But right now it's around trying to implement a DMARC, which is a standard that helps protect organization against abuse against their domain. One of the things you see with DMARC is that often a lot of organizations think they're done when they've implemented something at a basic level, P equals none. But the reality is threats, security or cyber threats evolve, requirements change, and what looked fine a couple of years ago can be pretty exposed today by security threats. So for me, future proofing starts with doing the fundamentals properly. In our case, that's not just having a DMARC record, but actually moving toward enforcement and having real visibility over everything that's sending email on your behalf. Otherwise, you're just kicking the problem down the road. The second piece is making sure that what you put in place can handle a bit of growth and messiness. And yeah, I said messiness because organizations change. We have more systems, more domains, more people involved. And if your setup only works in a neat, controlled environment, it won't last very long. Additionally, if one person holds all the knowledge or control, that's a risk, right? So for future proofing for me means making things a bit more visible and shared and easier for people to step in. For for example, right now I'm handling EMEA renewals for our team members on PTO. And having an SLP in place, which we do, allows me to step in and help our customers while minimizing, any disruption for customers. And importantly, it also allows our team members to take some well-deserved PTO. At an organization level, future proofing is also, it's really about how you operate day to day, right? We use a sociocratic model here at dmarcian, so decisions are made in smaller connected groups or circles, rather than top down. So from a future proofing perspective, that helps a lot, right? Because it means teams like ours in EMEA, we can move quickly and respond to kind of changes locally without waiting on everything to be decided centrally. And it also helps reduce bottlenecks, which can really slow down as companies grow. The last thing, or the last piece, and probably the easiest to lose, is not drifting away from what actually makes you effective. For us here at dmarcian, our mission is DMARC for all. And a key part of that is people helping people or the human element. So it means working closely with customers, being responsive, understanding regional differences. It's all very important and making sure that we're providing the right levels of support for all types of individuals or even the largest organizations that are interested in implementing DMARC. Because as companies scale, there's always a pull towards becoming a little bit more generic or a bit more rigid in how you deal with people. So part of future proofing is for us is actively holding on to that human element and sticking to our mission. If I had to sum it up simply, I'd say it's less about getting everything perfect today and more about making sure you're not creating problems for yourself later. I hope that's useful anyway, and best of luck with the class. Thank you.